In this third video, we'll see how to import the downloaded file from Thingiverse into Autodesk meshmixer. First of all, we open meshmixer program. We can maximize it if we want to view it full screen. Click on Import, and that way we enter the previous downloaded file which I had in the desktop. Perleator Tap Filter Wrench. We double click to get in the folder, and then we look for File folder to access the file. In this case, 24 millimeters. Perleator Wrench 24 milliliters.stl. We open it and we will have a three-dimensional view in Autodesk meshmixer. To move in the environment, we use the right click of the mouse. While pressing it, we move around with the pointer, and we can see we are able to rotate the view three-dimensionally. We are not moving the object. What we move is the view. If we use the mouse wheel, we can zoom just by moving the mouse wheel up or down. We can also press Alt and the middle mouse button to make a translation movement with the camera. By pressing Alt button plus the right click of the mouse, we obtain a much softer zoom. So, and as a summary, we have the right mouse button just to rotate, the right mouse button and Alt for a soft zoom, and the middle mouse button for the motion of the camera. But how can we move the object? To move the object, we can find on the left a range of different tools. The most used ones are Select, Edit, and Analysis. As we can see, this object is under a visual grid as if it were the ground. We are going to place our object above this grid to learn how to move the object using Transform tool. We go to Edit and click on Transform. Then the object will appear with a series of indicators, commonly called GIF mode. As we can see, the green indicator let us, by pressing the left mouse button, translate the object vertically. We can do the same with the blue and red arrows. Together with the arrow, we can easily visualize. We can also rotate and scale. Rotation is indicated by a semicircle, the same colors as the arrows. For instance, the red semicircle allows me to rotate the object about one specific axis, the red one. Red is usually for X-axis, blue for Z, and green for Y-axis. This might be different though depending on the 3D program used. Another way to make it rotate is by using those rotation semicircles but positioning the mouse pointer over the incremental text and increment the rotation by 5 and 5 degrees. We can also scale the object in one axis or another, or by clicking and dragging the center of the cube, we can scale all axes uniformly. As you can see, manipulating the object is quite simple. We only need to be a bit patient in order to find the right point when editing our model in translation, rotation, and scaling. Other option is doing it using numerical items. The table on the left permits translation, rotation, and scaling by numerical data. Clicking on Uniform Scaling. Clicking on it, on Uniform Scaling, is as clicking on the cube to scale in all directions. If we do not choose Uniform Scaling, we can scale our model in one of the axes without variation of the others Here we have an example. Don't worry if you think you made a mistake, as if we cancel, nothing done will be saved. Only when we click on Transform, work on the model, and click Accept, changes will be saved.